This podcast is sponsored by Sundays for Dogs. I know we all want to feed our pets, the healthiest thing that we think we can feed them. And I'm telling you, Sundays for Dogs is really healthy for them and they love it. It was co-founded by a veterinarian who tests and formulates every version of each recipe. Sundays contains 90% meat and 10% superfoods and 0% synthetic nutrients or artificial ingredients. Get 40% off your first order of Sundays. Go to sundaysfordogs.com/onlyfriends. That's sundaysfordogs.com/onlyfriends, or use our code onlyfriends at checkout. This podcast is sponsored by Good American. Their Always Fits jeans are such a game changer. They fit to your body, whether your hormones are changing or you're just eating a little more, you're bloated, or, whatever. The jeans fit to you. They have available sizing from 00 to plus size 32. They have a gap-proof waistband, tummy smoothing technology, and 100% stretch and reinforceable belt loops. They got boot cut, high-waisted, cropped. Good American offers a variety of styles that can cater to every preference and occasion. Shop now at goodamerican.com. Use promo code ONLYFRIENDS for $50 off your first pair. Don't forget to select podcast at checkout and choose our show to let them know we sent you.
Let's pray.
Jingle bell, jingle bell.
Jingle bell rock. Welcome back to Only Friends and One Angle. But, works for me.
One angle, baby.
One angle candy. They call us One Angle Candy.
So back.
We're so back. Did about 3 weeks of multi-cam. No, it'll be back. We're just recording on Tuesday, so.
Yeah. We'll have to set it up. We have a lot we have to actually film in the next.
I know.
So up to you what you do.
Well, if it's pre-filmed, I don't mind at all. Because it'll,
Yeah.
It's so easy. I mean, I feel like it's just like it goes out tomorrow. So I feel like I don't know if I'd get through the day, like doing all of it with the auto, like
so
whatever. But I probably could, but I think it would stress me out a little.
Yeah.
My anxiety would be like, I don't know. I should cancel everything that I'm doing today.
Probably.
Yeah.
Get it out of your sis.
I'll cancel book club.
Book club is happening.
I can't believe book club is happening.
Well, no one's really saying anything.
It's so weird that
I just want to kick everyone out who's not responding.
I also said that Josh left.
He texted me. He was like, I feel bad being in there still.
No. But also maybe it's annoying. Like I'd probably leave if I was like,
yeah, he was just
gone.
like, I'm not there anymore. And I also don't read anymore. So he was staying in
He
it
doesn't
because he was like,
read anymore?
He was like, I like to get book recommendations, but.
Whoa. Wow.
So I get it.
He changed
But
when he left LA.
People haven't even acknowledged the book club presence.
Yeah.
And I just think like out of respect, they should. But
especially to the founding fathers.
So only 3 people. Oh, did you like it?
I couldn't see it. It was so weird, but I said
so
I'm
you
cutting.
didn't. So 3, 4. So there's 5 of us out of.
That's
1,
a good
2, 3,
group.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Well, that's pretty fair.
Brittany said she's not coming. Okay.
She read it. I saw she reviewed it on Goodreads. So she's probably just doing mom things or teacher
So
things.
Cheryl, Sammy, Sierra, Erin, Carly. Haven't heard from Katie Cooper. Unsure. And Sadie just.
Have you finished it?
Sadie just lingers. Yeah, I read it
Okay.
last night.
The whole thing?
Huh? It only took me 4 hours.
That is so. I just like can't do that. Like it. I guess unless it's like, did you enjoy it? Like I know we'll talk about it at book club, but I want like a little.
Here's my thing.
Okay.
I thought that the book kept me engaged.
Yeah.
But I would never tell a single other person to read this book.
I 100% said that. I rated it 3 stars because of that. I was like, it was fine and engaging, and I wanted to kind of know what was going to happen, but like not enough to like, I love this book.
No, I was just like annoyed the whole time at the leading female lady. I think she was so fucking
You're going to have to remind me. There were 2, correct?
No. Sydney. Like
God.
the main girl.
I'm going to have to like look at Spark Notes before, because I finished it like so long ago.
Yeah.
And I've read 2 books since, so it's like, it's gone. It's completely gone from my memory.
Yeah, she was so fucking annoying. I was talking about it this morning to myself. Her character reminded me of like every dumb person in a horror movie that's like.
I'm so
like,
sorry. Can you just like remind me vaguely
of the whole plot?
No, just like who this girl is.
Sydney. She's the girl who starts dating Tom, who's like who the other point of view is about.
Right. And then he did. Okay. Yes. I remember it was like same. The stories were kind of similar with his like someone died and no one knows.
Yes.
Me remembering the book.
Yes, but she was just a dumb bitch, and it was very fucking annoying the whole entire time.
Yeah, I can't remember, but I did rate it 3 stars.
I think I would.
Frida just, I don't know if like The Housemaid was like my first Frida book and I like caught me so good, but I feel like everything I've read since has been like,
You have something on your lip.
It's the
Okay,
pilling.
it's gone.
Oh no,
it
it's
was
not.
like black.
It is, yeah.
Sorry, I was just
My
like
hair.
staring at it. I was like,
Okay.
I need to tell her.
It's looking at my lips.
Yeah, I don't know. It just like it kept me engaged for sure. And I think if you're looking for just like a quick read, go for it. But
wouldn't be like you need to read this. Like
No.
it's no Housemaid. It's no Evelyn Hugo by any means.
so I mean, different author, but yeah.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm just comparing. I feel like, yeah, I did a little Q&A and someone asked what my favorite book of 2024 was, and I went through, and I honestly think it's Bye Baby.
Why
Like,
is it
it's
funny?
Just because it's like, I feel like once you read it, you'll know why it's funny.
Okay.
It's just like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but I think it's the only book I rated 5 stars in
I was
2024.
gonna say you rated it 5 stars, but it's funny that it's your favorite.
Yeah, well, I don't really know how to explain it without you like
Okay.
knowing the plot. It's just like silly. I don't know. I've just read other books that you would think would be like, oh, this is so, I don't know. Like I've read Stephen King. I've read like,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know, all these other big authors right now. And that was my favorite book. But free on Kindle Unlimited, I'm telling ya. Got me engaged. But I don't think I could read a book all in one day because the pure anxiety of knowing I need to finish it would like
What do you mean?
keep me from finishing it or something.
Like
knowing we had book club tomorrow and I waited till like 3 p.m. or something to start it, I'd be like, there's no way. I don't know.
last night I was just like, I'll just read 100 pages and then I'll finish it tomorrow. But then I was
yeah.
just like, because I started reading it on the couch and I started falling asleep at like 5:30. I was so tired. And then I just kept going. And then I was like, okay, good. I got it over with. It's done.
Yeah. I know. It wasn't enough to stop reading. Like, I feel like there's some books where I'm like, I need to put this down because I don't give a fuck. Had to finish it. Also, it's a book club book. I feel like I can't give up on book club books.
I will say like every chapter, I was like, I want to keep reading, but it was annoying.
Yeah. I know that like Jackie, Audrey, like the redheads did it. And I'm curious what they're like.
Yeah,
Takes from it. I'm just like curious because I'm just like, I just didn't get like anything from this really. It was just kind of like dumb.
Yeah.
But I'll have to listen
don't
and
know.
see. But anyways, how are we
Gonna
feeling?
listen to that?
Well, maybe. I actually looked for it the other day and I couldn't find it. So I was like, all right, never mind. Did one little search and couldn't find it.
Yeah.
How are we feeling on this Tuesday?
It feels like a Monday.
Yeah, yesterday felt like
the
Sunday.
weekend.
Yeah.
It was very weird. I'm still very tired from the weekend. But we're persevering.
Yeah, what was your like favorite part of the weekend?
My favorite part of the
Theme on
weekend was
weekends.
walking from the Palladium to Academy
The drum.
with the marching band.
the marching band. What was the worst part?
Not allowed to say on camera.
Oh shit. You can tell me. Do I know?
No, it's just like a general vibe. Nothing bad happened.
Oh, I think I know then.
It's just like a general vibe of like something else.
I think I know.
Yeah.
Props. But
That was the
fine.
only bad thing.
Well,
The whole weekend was great.
If that's the only bad thing.
Yeah. And
pretty
it wasn't
good
even
weekend.
bad. It was just like an eye roll.
Yeah.
So all in all, great.
There's always an eye roll at an emo night.
Yeah.
There's always someone doing something.
It did-
Tim just sent me a reel on
Wait,
Instagram.
me too.
TJ's dad did.
Sophie Craig.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I wonder what it is. Should we watch?
Wow. Yeah.
Mary telling Joseph she's pregnant. I don't know.
Yeah.
Watch it later.
I don't know how to look at reels. But yeah, I thought it was so fun.
I know,
Emo
and-
night day
but-
was really fun.
So what did you do the rest of your weekend? I was fully immersed.
You're fully immersed.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, baby.
Friday I went to like a birthday party.
Okay.
Would have loved to have been at emo night. Like after I saw everyone's stories, I was like, oh, so
It wasn't on
nostalgic.
Friday.
Or Saturday, sorry. I know, it literally feels like today is Monday.
Yeah.
And I also thought it was going to be on Friday. I don't know. It's stupid. Anyways, went to a birthday party.
No, it was a bummer you didn't come.
I know. I was like, oh, it's so nostalgic looking. Like it looks so, but then I was like, well, we were there in 2021. It's not like that long ago. Like it's kind of funny.
It was 3 years.
I know. But in my mind, I was like, man, I haven't been there since like 2016.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I would have loved to be there. But I loved the emo night day. I thought it was so fun.
Yeah.
Just like all the performances. I love watching Royal and the Serpent.
Yeah.
Like I'm not a huge fan. Like I never really like listened to them, but every time I watch them perform, so good.
Yeah, she's amazing.
And then I finally got to see, like, for years, Erin has told me 303 is like so fun to watch. And like, I don't know if that's like their normal like set or whatever, but like had so much fun watching them. Yeah. They just looked like two dudes who are just hilarious.
No, they're the best guys.
And just like don't take life seriously and just funny. Like I want to hang out with them.
Oh, they're so fun. They're like my favorite people that they do stuff with.
Yeah. And then do you know Cobra Starship? Like, do you know them at all?
Like Gabe, no.
Oh, okay.
Not well.
Yeah. I never like
he's filmed in here before.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I've met him like briefly a couple of times, but I've never like spent time with him.
Theirs was funny because it felt so like 2009. Like their performance felt like in the time, which was really fun. Yeah, I thought. But yeah.
I at that point had like stopped watching.
Oh yeah. Well, that's like Danny wanted to stay till the end to see Cobra Starship. So I was like, okay, cool, because like I've never seen them either. Yeah. And there were a couple songs I was like, oh, that's them. I feel like it was one of their biggest songs, not the main one. Good Girls Go Bad, not that one.
It was the now you said that, so now I can't. You Make Me Feel.
Yes. Had no idea.
When we were in Vegas, it's actually really funny. When we were in Vegas for when we were young, the Millionaires 303 and Cobra had a show together, and so we did that already. And then like it's funny because then I was like, oh, I'm just watching it again.
Oh yeah.
But when we were there, Cobra came out, and this is like a reunion for them. Like they haven't done anything in 10 years. So that night, again, they were like the headliner. That song comes on, and I was like, why are they playing this song? And then like
so
Rachel,
funny.
TJ's agent, was like, this is weird. Why are they playing this song? And then like one of our other friends who's like a fan, she was like, because they sing this song. And I was like,
oh my God, like
crazy.
nobody knew. Yeah.
Yeah. And then on Sunday, it was funny because they were like playing it again. And I was talking to this girl who works with Gabe. And I was like, I had no idea that this was their song. And she was like, nobody does.
Yeah, it's so funny. I wonder, maybe it's because it's mostly like a girl singing. So it doesn't sound, I don't know. She's great though. I liked her. She seems sick.
Vicky.
Yeah. I was like,
yeah, I don't know.
But yeah. I went to the Grave Rave for about, well, we were staying for 30 minutes, but then it turned into like we waited forever outside. We got in. We finally got, like, Courtney left, so we got the wristband. Like, we lost everybody. We were like, hello, where's everyone? So we got there, and I was like, okay, fun though. Like, it looks really fun inside. Yeah. When we finally got the fucking thing to like hang out with you guys, couldn't find the green room.
No.
I was like, where the fuck is the green room?
Why didn't you tell me?
Danny was texting you, I think. She was like, I'm texting Erin. Like, I don't know. She hasn't said anything. And I was like, okay, well, I guess, I don't know. So then we ended up just leaving because she had like a 9 a.m. meeting in Culver City. I was like, I'm ready for bed, I think, at this point. But I was bummed. But I think, I gave mine to Matt.
Yeah, Matt was there.
Did he like put it on?
He was up on the stage. But he got in before even I did.
No,
he texted me when we were at like the Palladium. He was like, I'm in.
So we ended up I know, like, Erin had to rub it in our face. We missed the best part of the night was the drum line. But like we had to drive from the venue to the Grave Rave because Danny didn't want to walk back by herself. Yeah. I know, but we thought it said 10-minute walk. She's like, oh, it's like kind of, and I was like, oh, well, if one of us leaves early, like I don't want one of us to like walk alone. So we drove literally a parking spot right up front. But it was so funny. We got there and Matt was like the only person in line. And I was like, Matt is here before TJ and Morgan are here. That is so funny. Yeah. So he must have got there real early and probably got in way before us.
Yeah, we were still walking and he was like, got in, thanks.
Oh.
Because they weren't, I don't think, originally going to go. And then he texted me when we were still at the Palladium and was like, can you put us on the list?
Yeah. Wait, where did you guys go when we got there?
When we got there, we waited in line and then I was sitting at merch waiting for everyone to come in.
Yeah.
And then I was waiting for like 10 minutes and I was like, I have to run and go pee. So then I went to go pee and then Katie Cooper texted me like maybe 15 minutes later being like, okay, everyone's in.
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, tea.
Yeah. We were the only ones that were just left in the dust.
Well, who else was there? Well, you guys got on GA.
Yeah, that's why. Because it was so late. Like it was right before.
Sammy was like, okay, like how long are they staying for? And I was like, they said 30 minutes. And she was like, okay, I'm gonna have to put them on GA.
Yeah,
then.
of course. I wasn't like, where's my wristband? But I just wanted to like hang out with you guys. And everyone disappeared. And I was like, what?
Probably by that time I wasn't even looking at my phone.
Yeah, I mean, I figured. Wasn't that big of a deal. I was just like, But I was ready for bed.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Nolan was still awake. I got home at like midnight. I was like, hello?
Oh my God.
He must have missed me
midnight?
so much. I know. What time did you get home after Grave Rave?
Like 2.
So you don't have to stay till like the end.
No.
Because it ended at 3, right?
Yeah. We normally stay like until after the boys play.
Oh, okay.
But also like, it depends on who's going to be there. But also they were like normal Grave Rave. Like I have waited around until the end because TJ wants to like make sure everyone's having a nice time. He also loves watching the DJs. But I think because it was like such a long weekend, they were like, okay, we did it. We stayed for a little while, probably like an hour after they played. I think we left at 1:30.
Oh, that's not that bad. Were they just like, well, no, I know. I just assumed you got home at like 4 or something.
Yeah.
Are they so relieved? Are they just happy that it's like done and it happened and people had fun?
But
and
work never stops.
next thing,
Yep.
bus, club,
Literally.
another club. What else did I do? I mean, Saturday I just did Pilates.
Fun.
And then it was funny yesterday when I woke up, my body was like sore, but I was like, well, I walked Saturday morning for like 4 miles. I haven't walked in weeks. I was like, maybe it was that. Like it couldn't have been
Weeks.
the Palladium.
Lazy.
I know, literally. Fat.
Yeah.
Fat, lazy.
Fat.
No, that's me.
Fat, lazy loser.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. But yeah, that was it for me.
Yeah, same. I had a good time. Matt and I got pulled on stage. It was very funny because
Yeah, I walked out. I went to go get something from the green room, but then I ran into the 303 guys. So I was like just yapping with them for a minute. And then I came down and then you guys were on stage and the teacher was like, what are they doing on stage?
well, this guy,
because you were side stage. And he was like, how did they get passes for that? And I was like, I don't know.
I got an artist pass, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm part of
they were
303.
just having the heart, like I got bumped to GA.
Yeah.
So when I got there, like there's like a different entrance for artists than there was just the guest list. So I went in through the artist entrance because TJ told me to. And then the lady was like, you are not on this list. You are on GA. And TJ was like, that
must feel crazy because you're
wife.
like, this is my husband.
Yeah, but I would think he was just right there.
Yeah.
And he was like, it's my wife. But he said it took him an hour to get in.
Oh, wow.
And like so many artists that were going there were not even on the list. Like it was a really big mess.
Oh my God, I'd be so
not
fucking
because of emo
stressed
night,
out.
because of like the venue.
Yeah, of course.
But so it was very, very stressful and frustrating for the emo night team because they were like, what the fuck is going on?
Damn.
And so then when he saw you on stage, he was like, how did they get them? I can't even get them for the artists.
I'm just up there.
And I'm
what the
like,
hell?
girl, I don't know. I just got here.
Yeah, it was funny because Matt had like general tickets. And so
Yeah.
I was down there with Matt, like hanging out with him and his friends. And this guy who, by the way, was just there as like the Carney's friend. He wasn't even hired. He's like, I'm just here to help him out. And I was like, okay. He came down and he goes, you two look like fun.
What Carney?
He's just a guy with long hair. He was never on stage. He was like always backstage and he was like a guy like pulling people up.
Okay.
I don't really know. Couldn't tell you. He freaked me out a little bit. I won't lie.
Okay.
But he looked at me and he goes, you guys look fun. Do you guys want to be on stage and volunteer? And we were like, sure, like whatever. And then it was so funny because we were backstage and they were all so stressed out back there, like the carnival people. They're like, this stapling bit might get cut. Like, I'm so sorry, you guys. And I was like, no, it's fine. And they're like, but he was like, well, at least you can say you've been backstage at an emo night. I was like, yeah, I know. I can say that. Yes. Like, it was so funny. It was just
like, oh, thank God.
No, like, I'm such a big fan. It was so funny.
Well, it's so funny too, because like you were all like decked out in gear and then Matt's just like this
I know.
at a festival full of emo kids, this like preppy guy.
I know. When I watched the video of us, I was like, this is hilarious. I didn't even think about it until I watched the video. And it was so funny because what they wanted us to do was staple money on this girl, which is like a big carnival act. Like a lot of carnies do it, I guess. He was explaining it all to us because Matt kept being like, is this safe? He's like, I don't want to hurt her. Is this gonna...
Does she have her tetanus shot?
No, literally. He was like, is it a real staple? Like he kept like asking questions. It was very funny. And I was like, Matt, they've got it under control, whatever. So we get up there and of course she just comes up to me and is like, staple it to it's like basically her butt. So I staple it there. And then of course to Matt, she walks up and takes her bikini top down and she has like a star over her nipple and Matt is just like, oh my God, he's like covering his eyes and everything and he's like, Patricia's gonna, and we were just like joking like, Matt, how dare you?
Yeah.
Like just getting mad at him and stuff. But that was really fun. Just like very random.
I know. I didn't really get to see it, but
Well,
I'm glad it was fun.
I didn't get to see like the performance the whole time it was happening because we were backstage and I was kind of bummed about that. I kept seeing this girl like on a pole and I was like, I want to see.
Great job.
I heard she was doing like stuff through her nose, through her mouth, and
didn't see any of
like
that.
needles or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Very fun.
She was just doing drugs. Like needles were involved. I don't know, it looked fun.
Get your tickets for Emo Night Day 2025.
Honestly, it's a good time. It's fun.
So
and
fun.
So happy it was during the day. Like the best emo night ever.
Well, day
I love an
tonight.
emo night day. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's get going on
Let's get going.
Pod. Forever not being at the top of my thing. Okay. This day in history, we've got Haley Steinfeld, Alexa Demi, Colleen Hoover,
Oh my gosh.
Nikki
Queen.
Sixx, Ryder Strong, Jermaine Jackson, shout out Your Majesty, and Shane Gillis.
Oh my God. Shane Gillis. Happy birthday. Love you.
Do you really?
I mean, not really. But like, he's funny.
Okay. The Princess and the Frog, Jack Frost. It's so funny.
Like, who's Jack?
Carly's so funny. You're so like selective with who you like and don't like with like Trump stuff.
I know. Well,
Some
here's
people
the thing.
you're like, fuck them for looking
know.
at him. But then like Shane Gillis, you're like, I love you so much, King.
I know. It makes no sense. It's like us like being like, Dave, he's so funny after all the election stuff. It's like, but he's still like,
Yeah.
fuck. But the thing with Shane is like, I honestly feel like whenever he's on his podcast or anything, he's always very middle. It's like he likes it all. He just wants the funniest outcome possible.
See, here you go.
Just making excuses.
I think it's just funny to me because I mean, not recently, but like when it all first happened, like anyone, you were like, do you think they voted for Trump? I need to unfollow them.
I know. I mean, I still am, but like not Shane. I don't think he did. He literally on his podcast says that he's never voted. So I know he didn't vote.
Okay. So it makes no difference if they're like,
No, it does. You know where I stand.
okay,
Well, do you?
I don't know.
So no. So then say no.
No, I know where you stand. I just don't, it's
Confusing.
yeah.
I agree. It's confusing to me too.
Like, I'm going to listen to the redheads and I love Shane Gillis.
I know. Sometimes I'm like can totally separate things though.
Yeah.
Like
But it's,
entertainment.
no, totally. But I think it's just funny because now, like, it seems like you're moving past it.
Well, it's settled.
Yeah.
I'm not as angry, obviously.
So I think this is me
I've
finding
refollowed
out
Trump.
where you
I'm kidding.
This is me finding out where you
I'm
now
still
stand.
like mad, obviously, about it all, but I'm just not as like reactive.
Okay.
And, like,
Yeah.
fuck these people.
Yeah.
Like the Kill Tony thing, hated him for a good couple weeks. But now I'm like, he's still, well, I've always thought he was like kind of a loser. I'm not going to lie. Let's move on.
Okay. Okay. The Princess and the Frog, Jack Frost, Hook, The Lovely Bones, The Big Short,
Oh, the Lovely Bones.
A Few Good Men, Shakespeare in Love.
Got to read that one.
The movie.
Oh, I got to watch that one.
Okay. Then for news.
Wait, hold on. I had a question about one of those you just read.
Okay.
No, I can't remember though.
Do you want me to?
Please, just quickly.
The Princess and the Frog,
Not Jack Frost.
Jack Frost,
Okay.
Hook,
Yes.
The Lovely Bones.
That one. Have you read that?
No, because I saw the movie.
Oh, there's a movie.
Yeah,
I
but it
remember-
is the movie.
it was a movie and then it was a book?
Other way around.
Book movie. I can just picture the
A
book.
movie into a book.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
That would be so funny. You just
Just
literally
it's so easy.
you steal a movie.
Yeah. Well, it could be the producer making it like, well, I'm going to put it in book form.
Yeah.
I guess. It's funny because
That's
I've
a
never
very funny
read.
concept.
I've never read The Lovely Bones, but I literally know exactly what it looks like because I've seen it my whole life.
Yeah, it's like the Lady Bird girl, right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm talking about the book.
It's like it's like foggy.
Yeah, it's like blue.
Yeah.
I remember my mom always
we're
had it around. It
thinking
always
two
freaked
different
me out. I was like, am I going to die?
Who's
Like,
in the movie? Is it the
isn't it about
Yeah,
like
it
finding
is
bones and then it's like about her story or something?
Supernatural? I don't remember. It came out in 2009 and I haven't seen it since. But yeah, it's the Lady Bird gal.
That's our next book club book.
The
Lovely Bones.
Stanley Tucci, Mark Wahlberg,
Oh.
Susan Sarandon.
Wow.
Wow, this is
people in
a
there.
crazy cast. Okay. For news, one that made me so upset this morning was that MGK and Megan Fox have broken up.
Oh, I did not see this. Any
And it's
reasoning?
just the circumstances are sad because, like, I think at some point last year, we were like, they're no longer together. And they definitely weren't like public anymore. And then apparently she suffered a miscarriage, which like we did not know. And now they are pregnant again. And they were just on a vacation in Vail, I believe. And she saw some stuff on his phone. It doesn't specify what. But
this
she
is like
cut the trip short, left, and they are broken up.
Whoa.
So we will see what happens.
Is this like from an inside source?
Yes.
Got it. Didn't know if Megan was like, I left.
No. Inside source, TMZ. I hope it was something that was like, he was watching porn.
Yeah.
And she was upset.
Probably not though.
Yeah. So hard to say what happened, but that really bums me out.
Also, I saw so many couples I thought were MGK and Megan Fox at Emo Night Day. I swear to God. If there's a tall, blonde, skinny guy with all black clothes and a girl with black hair, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's just kind of sad. That makes me a little sad because she is pregnant.
Yeah. But it does seem like their relationship has been like so on and off, or at least, in the very least, tumultuous.
Yeah, I think it's just because he has like a lot of stuff that he needs to work through, and she's like, you can be better.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm going to hope for the best for them and hope that maybe whatever she saw wasn't all that bad. Maybe he has a gambling problem.
Hopefully. Good Lord.
I just hope it wasn't like he was cheating on her.
What's like an addiction that's like kind of like on the edge of being like could be bad that you like would not leave TJ for? Does that make sense?
Like gambling.
Okay, that's exactly what I was like thinking.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. But what if he gambled like
I would be like, come
what if he
on.
gambled
A
like half of
gambling
your
addiction?
savings account though? And he kept going and he's like, hey, I'm gonna go see a movie. And
Like
he goes,
I wouldn't know.
right, but if you did catch on.
Of course.
But also, I feel like with gambling, there's so much lying, and you would hate the lying because he'd be like, "I'm going to a movie," and he'd be like, "At the casino." That wouldn't fly with Erin.
Well, yeah, no, it would definitely be hard. I'm not saying it wouldn't be hard, but like I'm like, okay, at least this is like something we can work through.
Yeah,
because I think like, of course, I love money, but like, I also love TJ, and I'd be like, okay, you obviously have a mental illness.
he comes home, he's like, I lost our house.
I would say, well, get your dick on OnlyFans, brother, and
Start pumping away.
yeah,
We're gonna make some porns now.
no, not with me. You gotta earn that money on your
The
own.
way you were repulsed.
Yeah,
No, that's my sacred place.
yeah,
Has TJ ever been in your OnlyFans?
no,
Oh, so it's only been you.
it's only me. Yeah,
Only Erin.
yeah.
Because don't they need like consent
Yes.
for like there's like a whole process if anyone's involved or something?
Yeah, like one time we were like hiking somewhere and I like flashed, and at the very tail end of the video you can see someone like walking in.
Wait, where were you that you flashed?
I was in the Narrows at Zion doing a hike. And like literally a year later, it got like, you can't even see the person's face. It's like, it's so brief, but like a very long time afterwards, it got like flagged.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, oh my God, I didn't even realize.
So if you were like posting photos in
like public?
no, not public, but like a dressing room or something, would they care about that?
No.
Because no one's in it.
Correct.
Got it.
Yeah, but I think there's like wording that you have to be careful of. Like you can't be like doing this in public. And then, because I think that gets flagged. So you have to be like very specific with the way
God.
that you say like, I'm doing this in public without saying it's in public.
Yeah. It's like YouTube.
Yeah.
Can't say freak in the title. You gotta
Yeah.
go around it.
Yeah.
Also, I love how we have CD burners up still.
No, I know.
It's just who we are. How confusing if someone watches for the first time. They're like, are they rebranding? What's happening?
What would yours be?
My what?
The addiction if no one had it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd have to have, I feel
What if
like
you
I'd
had like
need,
a porn addiction?
that would be a lot.
Yeah, it would kind of get the
It
ick.
would freak me out. I feel like that kind of addiction leads to a lot of marital problems specifically because
Yeah.
it's like then when they have sex, they're not getting the sex that they're watching and like
know.
wanting.
But what if they can separate church and state?
Well, maybe then that's fine. I don't know.
just don't know. I don't know how any of it works.
Like, I don't care at all about any significant other, like watching porn. Like,
Yeah.
whatever, do it. But I think if it was an addiction, obviously there's so much more that goes into it.
Yeah.
I need a list of addictions and pick out the ones that I'd be okay with. Because I can't think of like any besides like drugs.
Yeah.
And obviously that would not be good.
Yeah, I think like the big three are probably like, obviously like drugs and alcohol.
Yeah. Gambling,
porn.
Yeah,
I would choose gambling.
I think that's the least evil one. I mean, it sucks because you're losing all your money.
Yeah, I wouldn't say like
but
evil.
You could
Let's not say evil.
You could get big. You could hit big. I'm leaning into it.
Or you get your knees snapped off like Jay Leno.
Yeah, don't be like Jay Leno. Don't have a gambling addiction. Wait, what did I say that was bad? Evil?
Yeah, you called them evil.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean anyone with an addiction is evil. I just meant like addictions are kind of evil.
Yeah, I think it's one of the 7 deadly sins.
It is. No, it's 8 wonders of the world.
Okay.
I'm gonna get canceled.
Then this one I didn't know that there had even been a case opened, but the case has been closed in regards to the Jason Kelce cell phone incident.
No.
Because no one ever came forward to be like, that was me.
Because they're so like scared.
Yeah. Which of course, like,
Jason Kelce's gonna kick my ass. I'm scared.
But also like, he probably got, I bet his friends like bullied him. I bet they were like, you fucking loser.
I would.
Yeah.
How embarrassing.
Yeah. So that case is closed.
Hilarious.
Another thing that I was floored by today was that the Judy Garland slippers from The Wizard of Oz were sold at auction this weekend for $28 million. Which
it was me. I bought them.
It's so annoying because I'm like, okay, is it like Ripley's Believe It or Not, or like whatever, one of those weird places that just has like an insane amount of money, or was it a private buyer that's just like keeping them in their house?
I think they said it wasn't a buyer.
Well, no, they said it's anonymous. It's a buyer anonymous.
It was Kim Kardashian.
So
that's what everyone's saying.
It's one of 4 pairs, and I would really like for them to leak who bought these.
I think it'd be more fun if they were stolen.
They were once
the stolen case of the rubies. Really?
Yeah.
How'd they get them back? Do you know?
No idea.
Damn. It's not like you could wear them out.
Yeah, they were stolen one time before.
That's crazy.
I read 20. I'm just like, who's buying those?
For how much again?
$28 million.
I mean, I guess if you're like a billionaire and you're like
Elon Musk,
obsessed
Kim
with the Wizard of
Kardashian,
Oz, then yeah, I get it.
$28 million is insane unless you are like a museum.
This podcast is sponsored by Sundays for Dogs. Sundays for Dogs is such a great way to feed your dog. It's made by a vet who tests every single recipe. It's easy to store and serve. You don't have to freeze it. You don't put it in the fridge. It's literally in a bag and it is ready to go. And the dogs love it. Sundays contains 90% meat, 10% superfoods, and 0% synthetic nutrients or artificial ingredients. Dog parents report noticeable health improvements in their pups, including softer fur, fresher breath, better poops, and more energy after switching to Sundays. So obviously Paris is obsessed with Sundays. Erin and I both got a bag. My bag is now over there because I don't have a dog, but if I did have a dog, I would be feeding them Sundays for Dogs because it is made of human grade ingredients. It's healthy and it's easy to store and serve. And I think that's like, I love a simple routine. I know there's some brands that you have to like freeze a dog food and I would just probably forget to de-thaw. It'd be a whole mess. So I like this idea. When you start a Sunday subscription, you'll automatically get 20% off and free shipping on every reorder. Cancel or pause your subscription anytime with our 100% satisfaction guarantee. Every order goes right to your door, so you'll never have to worry about running out of dog food again. Get 40% off your first order of Sundays. Go to sundaysfordogs.com/onlyfriends. That's sundaysfordogs.com/onlyfriends, or use our code onlyfriends at checkout. This episode is sponsored by Good American. Good American has always fits jeans that are always fitting. I think these are great jeans too for especially people who like find jeans that fit perfectly except for like one thing. These jeans will fit and form to your body like no matter what you're doing, okay? If you're drinking, if you're eating, if you're just bloated, if you're skinnier than normal, like whatever it is, they will form to your body. They are on a mission to redefine fashion through inclusivity and comfort, creating denim that feels as good as it looks, catering to all body shapes and sizes. Good Americans Always Fits Denims uses a one size fits 4, so it adapts to your body changes and fluctuations, guaranteeing the perfect fit every time. So when your body changes, your jeans won't need to. They have available sizing from 00 to +32, so there's like a wide variety of sizing. They have skinny jeans, they have boot cut, they have high-waisted to cropped. And I also just want to throw in that they have really good shirts. After they sent me the jeans, I went to their website and I bought 2 shirts from Good American and they are so comfortable. They're kind of like basics, but they're basics I'll wear every day. So just wanted to throw that in there. Shop now at goodamerican.com. Use promo code ONLYFRIENDS for 50% off your first pair. Don't forget to select podcast at checkout and choose our show to let them know we sent you. Yeah. They could post it on their Instagram story and then make it a write-off.
Crazy. Okay, then something interesting that also happened this weekend is, why is this not flipping? Okay. Barry Keoghan made a statement. So if you're not familiar with this news at all, it's kind of like flown under the radar if you're not like a Sabrina head. I've seen like,
or like on Twitter,
a couple of things about it. I will say, like, I saw the Dumas repost on Twitter. Like, I do not follow them. And I was like, oh, what a loser. And then moved on with my life. But basically, I'm pretty sure it was Dumas and like other blind items were coming in about Barry cheating on Sabrina and that they are now on a break.
Yes.
Obviously, nothing has been confirmed by either of them, but he, I guess, has been getting a lot of hate because he made this statement. I can only sit and take so much. My name has been dragged across the internet in ways I usually don't respond to. I have to respond now because it's getting to a place where there are too many lines being crossed. I deactivated my account because I can no longer let this stuff distract from my family and my work. The messages I received, no person should ever have to read them. Absolute lies, hatred, disgusting commentary about my appearance, character, how I am as a parent, and every other inhumane thing you can imagine. Dragging my character and everything I worked extremely hard for and stand for. Talking about how I was a heroin baby and how I grew up dragging my dear mother into it also. Knocking on my granny's door, sitting outside my baby boy's house, intimidating them. That's crossing a line. Each and every day, I work hard to push myself on every level to be the healthiest and strongest person for that boy. I want to provide opportunities for him to learn, fail, and grow. I want him to be able to look up to his daddy, to have full trust in me, and know I will have his back no matter what. I need you to remember he has to read all of this about his father when he is older. Please be respectful to all. Thank you, X. Okay, while I agree with him that like no one should be coming to your front door and like no one should be like giving you death threats online. Nowhere in this statement did I see him deny these allegations.
Nah, he guilty. He did it.
You didn't deny it.
But also, I'm like not very familiar with his son, like that whole story. So I my first reaction is like, why the fuck are people assuming things about him and his son and like their relationship? But I also don't know like what's been out there.
No, I think that there is. Cheryl, I think, talked to me about it forever ago. And I think it was like when they started dating or something. And there are like mumblings that like he sees his kid like every 2 years or something. I do not know any more than that. I have no fucking idea of their family relationship. I don't know their custody. I don't know shit. However,
he did not deny.
He cheated on Sabrina Carpenter.
Which is crazy. You can be Sabrina Carpenter and still get cheated on.
Yeah, I think also if like you're going to be like, this is fucked up. Just be like, hey, I fucked up.
Yeah. Like, and speaking of fucking up,
I'm taking accountability.
Yeah.
But please leave me the fuck alone. People make mistakes.
Yeah. But also like, he doesn't really have to say what he did.
Of course.
You know
but
what I mean?
I just think if you want to make it better.
Yeah.
And you want people to shut the fuck up about it.
Yeah. But also
take
so many publicists are involved. They're probably like, don't ever acknowledge this. You know, I'm sure they're like, do not acknowledge this.
I know, but then like, what is this this statement is so stupid then.
I mean, yeah, I think he's mainly saying it so like people can stop harassing him.
Yeah, but it's not going to stop.
No, I agree.
I feel like you just made it worse.
I agree.
You come forward, you admit guilt, or you say, hey, this is actually a lie.
Take him to court.
And then be like, so please stop saying this. I also, like, by the way, I think any person who is like online bullying a celebrity
is a loser.
Yeah, or like showing up to their house, like loser behavior.
Unless it's like
Sabrina's not like thank you. You know what? Like, come on over. Let's hang out now.
Yeah. She didn't pick you.
Yeah. Weird.
No, but I get it. I'd do the same thing if I was 31.
Is that how old
if I was 25. No, I'm saying like I'd be the one like messaging, like commenting. I was joking that I'd only be a couple years younger. Well, but joke didn't land, so we can move on. I'm so embarrassed.
Well, okay, speaking of DMing celebrities.
Oh boy, speaking of moving on, speaking of DMing, speaking of...
We got to get into this one.
We do. It must be spoken about.
It's been a time.
It has.
We we've talked about it in depth, actually.
Yeah, here and our Patreon.
I don't know, weeks and weeks ago at this point, but...
It was like when everything was really
We're circling back to Brianna Chickenfry and Grace.
So confused.
Because a lot of stuff has happened in the past week that's just like blowing the ever-living shit out of my mind.
Me too. Okay, go ahead.
Let's take it from the top. Okay, so last week, I believe it was, Brianna posted on her Instagram story, just like very briefly, being like, what, maybe it was when
it was during Spotify Wrapped. Yeah, it was like
she was
seeing
like,
all the
thank you guys for
podcasts.
listening to this. Like, I promise you some version of Plan Brie will be back. And I think everyone then was like, oh, okay. So like you're acknowledging that this is not happening anymore. And
Yeah,
maybe
that's what I
something
took
is
from
like
it.
going on between you and Grace. A couple days later, Grace then takes to her Instagram story. And this is what she says. Hey guys. If you know me, you know I truly hate having to be serious about anything ever, but sometimes you just have to be. So here it is. Can you tell I'm trying to stall even in this weird Notes app post? For months, I've been radio silent about the status of Plan Brie, and it has killed me to leave you guys hanging. The plan was for Brianna and me to put out a joint statement about the end of the podcast. Everything's so weird and unfamiliar at the moment, so I've just waited for the cue to put that out. Seeing all of you tag us in your Spotify Wrapped made me feel a few things. Proud of what we've built, nostalgic for all these years, and frankly, outright heartbroken that this chapter is closed. But we agreed to make a joint statement, so I replied, cried, and chose not to repost or say anything until it was time. On that same day, you may have seen Brianna post that she's, in quotes, working on bringing back some version of Plan Brie. To give you guys the much needed info you deserve, all I can say is that was my first time hearing about this. So I feel as if it's only fair to share my piece about all this jazz with you now. My favorite part of this chapter of my life was not only all of you, but also getting to work with my best friend. It has truly been a dream job, and I'm eternally grateful to both Brianna and Barstool for giving me the opportunity to work on such a fantastic show with an even better team. This last year, I've bit my tongue so much that I shouldn't even have one anymore.
My God.
I was willing to wait out of respect, but things don't always work out the way you think they will. In fact, they rarely do. I most definitely did not foresee any of this ever ending. I don't think I'll ever fully get into every aspect of how this came to be, but it should be said that although this was not a mutual decision, I'm realizing that in the grand scheme of things, it might actually end up being the right one. I really don't want to be the goofed up person who says things like stay tuned and big things coming soon, because we all know I just mean I'm working on creating another type of the same thing, but more me. That's kind of how it goes. I want you all to know that I'm staying at Barstool, and when it comes to chit-chatting on a weekly basis, I'll be right back. I'm always transparent and honest with you, and honestly, I have a pit in my stomach as I post this, but hey, that's showbiz, baby. I love and adore you guys. See you soon, XOXO. Then, a couple hours later, Miss Chickenfry posted a screenshot of a song called Cry, which was a little shady.
Yeah.
Then she
Apparently
posted,
the lyrics are pretty shady.
She posted another story saying she's happy she cut toxic people out of her life. That just
I saw that and I was like, no way does she mean Grace.
I know, but
there's no way, but I think she did. Well, she definitely did.
Here's the thing. If you didn't, don't post it on the same day. Grace is posting some shit because it looks a little sus.
I mean,
it was so, in my opinion, clearly pointed at Grace. Like, there's no way around it. If you were talking about other people and you didn't mean that, then you probably would have posted being like, oh, by the way, this has nothing
that's
to
what
do
I
with
would have done.
Grace's
Or I would have
statement.
deleted it and been like, oh shit, I don't want to.
It was very shady. She also posted, hey guys, I just want to clear the air on things. Grace, I, and the whole team have been well aware Plan Brie has been over for months. Grace and I have been texting back and forth for months about making our announcement video together. But she's been busy with comedy and I've been busy traveling for work. She means she was blindsided when I said I was working on bringing it back, which I was. I think that was pretty clear to me. Which I was looking for talent to hold Grace's and I's spots because I felt it was unfair to the listeners to leave you without a weekly listen. I started Plan Brie in my dorm room almost 5 years ago and could have never imagined what it would turn into. I didn't want what was built to completely leave you all. As planned, we're still working a time to make one last podcast closing out on a positive note for you all.
Okay, interesting. Is that ever going to happen?
Not now.
Like, that seems like crazy.
Definitely not now.
I mean, definitely not now, yeah. I need them on Red Table Talk.
Okay. So that all happened, and then, like, shit kind of hit the fan.
It got weird.
Also, by the way, like, throughout all of this, I would say, like, Grace has done a very good job of just, like, keeping everything offline.
100%. Her best friend at the time's boyfriend was a fucking menace, and he shouldn't say a thing.
And it
the whole time.
Ruined their relationship.
And it ruined their relationship.
And she bit her tongue more times than she should have.
Shouldn't
apparently.
be there.
So that was kind of the first time she's ever been like, this is what's happening with this. Sorry I didn't say anything sooner, but I thought we were going to make a joint statement. And I also had no idea that it was going to be coming back as a new podcast because I was informed that it would be done.
And I do want to point out, I mean, yeah, it's like basically what Zach did to her, she did to Grace about not being warned.
Oh, yeah.
Just putting that out there. However, that, I don't know. I'm like, maybe that was like a miscommunication type of thing. Like maybe, because Brie, obviously, I guess she might have people fill in, which makes no sense to me. Because like, why would people, agree. Like, that'd be like you guys watching this podcast. It's like two other girls. Like, why would we watch that? Like, they'd have their own podcast. And like maybe she truly meant that, and like still with Grace she's like, we're still gonna do our thing, but like I don't want to like say anything about that yet. Maybe that's what it was, and Grace took it like, I don't know, but I think it's fair for Grace to be like, feel
totally
like, hello.
Yeah.
Just
like,
I
also think she probably was like, well, I have to say something now because
of course, and she might have to say something now after
because
all
Brie
this.
posted that and she was like, wait, what? And I'm sure she was getting like a flood of DMs being like, wait, Plan Brie's not coming back. So, and she's obviously like, I want to say my piece and like let everyone know how thankful I am for their support, but like we are done.
Yeah.
Then I don't know what the fuck happened.
I don't either.
This next bit is so weird to me. It makes me so uncomfortable, and I am just like having a very hard time understanding why it is all happening.
I know. I keep visioning it being us. And it's like mind-boggling.
Oh, yeah.
And we haven't even been friends as long. You know what I mean?
No, it's so crazy. Also, just like think of all the people like you've had falling outs with who are also like people we have worked with, and like I wouldn't even do that to them. And I'm not best friends with them.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. 100%.
Okay. So
sorry. This is why we're saying this.
People have now started posting and sharing screenshots of messages between them and Brianna. And by people, I just mean random fucking people that are DMing her on the internet.
There's one that's like pretty confirmed because she showed like a screen recording.
People are,
So like they don't seem fake at all. Like,
no, they seem very legitimate to me.
They'll screen record them going to their messages, clicking her thing, and then it's like the message is there and everything.
Yeah. Okay. So, people are just like DMing her, responding to her story, and she is replying to them. And I'm going to read to you a handful of messages that she has sent back to people.
Yeah, this is interesting.
So someone responded to her story, assuming they were just like, why are you treating Grace this way? And she said, or maybe Grace sucks and was a horrible friend to me and horrible to the rest of the team. And maybe I cut her out of my life 2.5 months ago. And I'm not going to say that online because...
But like you are saying it online to a random person who's going to post it.
And I'm not going to say that online because I would never want someone I cared about to get publicly attacked because I know how hard it is. Also, these are all formed as questions as if this person messaging her is a literal dumbass. She said, maybe you need to look at the bigger picture. One, I don't like the approach of like being terrible to these people.
Yeah. Maybe you need to like would never say that in a message unless it was like something about Trump.
I get being frustrated if like that is like your reality. Like Grace is horrible to you. This is that. But like you saying, why would I ever bring this online? Like I'm not a bad person. I would never do that to Grace, while simultaneously DMing it to a stranger. You are doing exactly what you said you didn't want to do.
If you're an influencer, especially at Brianna's level, you know that whatever you DM someone can and will be shared, especially that juicy. Like I know for a fact if I was DMing a fan about like old Vlog Squad days and like, you know, 100%. Something sketchy or something, I'd be like, this is 100% getting posted.
Yes.
So
that's going to be on Spill the Tea with me.
100%. And I'm not even like that big of an influence. Like I'm not at her stature.
Especially where she's at right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, this is all everyone wants to know.
It's all what everyone wants to know. So I do think she's doing it on purpose. And I'm not trying to be like, I don't know. Because I don't know the story up. Continue. Sorry. I feel like we need the whole thing first.
Okay. So here's another DM. This is all Brianna. Don't you think I would have unfollowed her if that was the case? She made them all cry and sob talking about their team. Because, for context, apparently the Plan Bri team all unfollowed Grace.
Yes, while they were all together at the
Taylor Swift tour, which is just a whole
when they were like
thing.
At the Airbnb, I believe. Just fans, just snarkers.
Yeah. She made them all cry and sob. TikTok is an amazing place.
Oh, totally.
She's so mean. Don't feed into internet drama. They are their own people. Free will's a crazy thing. Like, I don't like
I need to know what Whitney Cummings' response to this is, because she knows Grace very well now.
Yeah.
And I've been very confused about this dynamic because Whitney has been like commenting on Brianna's stuff, being like, go girl, like get your, you know, and I'm just like, what is this dynamic? Like, obviously she's not like has to pick sides, but it's like,
of course,
just curious. Well, like Grace has been telling her.
I know.
Sorry, I keep going on tangents.
Okay. Next, someone said, are you insinuating that Grace is toxic? ? Be so for real, Brianna. What the hell? Brianna responds, by the way, these are all different people. There are two sides to every story. Clearly, I would never speak online because I'm a good person.
Like, that's just not true.
Look where everyone is. Look who everyone unfollowed. Use critical thinking. This is so, I'm sorry. That is such a like manipulated, warped way of convincing yourself you're a good person.
100%.
Like,
and I can think of two people in our lives, past lives,
yes,
that would probably say the same thing.
Yeah. Well, I can only
like,
think of one. Oh, yeah, two.
Yeah.
It's just weird. Like, I'm like, what do you mean? You clearly would never speak online. Bitch, you are right now.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to be like...
Just because you're doing it behind a closed door for one person, you are still online on your social media publicly to a person and a handful of people saying...
Grace is like evil.
Yes.
Like, what?
Look where everyone is. Yeah, everyone's with you at the fucking Eras tour because they're on your payroll.
They work for you. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying like Bri only has friends.
No.
I'm not saying that. I know she has other friends, but it's just like... I have a hard time believing what she's saying because
this is weird.
Because of the past, I guess. And because like I cannot see Grace making people cry and being manipulative. However, if that is the case, I would love to know.
Yeah, let me continue going. Then she responded to another person. Hey girl, let's use critical thinking. Who is everyone with? Who did everyone unfollow? I'd never trash someone I care about online. So I'll take the high road and let the internet run. This is quite the opposite of you taking the high road.
She's literally making the narrative.
This is crazy.
She's not letting it run. She's making a narrative of it and telling him how to run.
This one specifically makes me feel insane.
Yeah.
How is anyone... Like, if I received this, I would be like, wait.
No, because she created that thing.
You're literally trashing her online right now.
Yeah.
You're saying, like, they picked me, not her, because she sucks.
Yes.
You said that is what you were saying.
I mean, I can't imagine how Grace is feeling. Like,
oh, bro.
Like, imagine if one of us woke up and saw that. Like, holy fuck. I mean, it's definitely like different because I do understand, like, it was Brianna's podcast and then Grace joined. So it's not like it's there. Because, like, with OnlyFriends, it's like, yeah, one of us wouldn't just continue it without the other. You know what I mean?
Of course. Podcast aside, though, like, that is like your best friend 100% from childhood. From childhood. Work it out offline.
And for Grace, it's like she has just like entered this like influencer sphere with the last couple of years, and with her best friend she's known in real life, and after like the aftermath of it is her best friend DMing strangers on Instagram telling them that she is evil.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to that one yet.
Sorry,
Someone said, girl, I'm actually really disappointed in how you've handled this situation with Grace. I've followed you since the very beginning and have always supported you, but this is something I can't support. I know there are two sides to every story and you're going through a lot, but she's supposed to be your best friend. You don't treat best friends like this, especially publicly. And Peyton, Josh, and Hannah unfollowing her, that's just gross and cruel. And 2 minutes later, she responds, you have no idea. She's evil. Two sides to every story. She's cruel, manipulating, awful. I cut her off months ago.
Did you? Because I thought you were talking recently.
Yeah. Yeah, like when it was Grace's birthday and everyone was like, Bri, how come you haven't posted for Grace's birthday? And she's like, you guys are crazy. This is just the internet. I've been talking to her.
That's the thing that bothers me about Brianna. Is she like gaslights everyone. Even,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then someone else said, why did everyone unfollow Grace? And she said, because she made them cry, LOL. But I'm not crazy and not going to bring shit online.
Girl, what? Like, you're the one that brought this online.
Then someone else said, why did Josh and your team unfollow yesterday? And she said, I'd never speak ill of her online, but is calling her evil. Also, like, I'm just going to preface this. If these are fake DMs, I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Brianna. I'm so sorry. But, like, we're just going off that they're real.
Yeah, these are like... The reporters on TikTok are coming out with these screenshots.
And my thing is, if something happened with us like this, not that it would,
We would
but
be yapping
she would be
about it.
talking about it on BFFs. So
Yes.
I don't really care.
Yeah. Okay, so she said, I'd never speak ill of her online.
Speaks ill.
But
Then
they've
speaks ill.
calls her evil. But they've calls her evil, manipulating,
It's crazy.
like
I know.
the mental gymnastics.
It's scary.
But they felt deeply mistreated and hurt by her over the past 6 months. There's two sides to every story. Please use critical thinking. I mean,
I hate that. Please use critical thinking. It is so demeaning. It's so condescending. It's like, you're a little down here. Like, I'm sorry, these people don't know what the fuck's going on. Yeah, it's fucking annoying that they're DMing you. I will agree with that. Like, there's nothing more annoying than like people you don't know being like, hey, what the fuck is going on with you and this person? It's like, I shouldn't have to tell you.
Yeah.
That.
It's
but
also like,
also don't message them back and be like, hey, they're evil.
yeah, it's also extremely condescending to be, for the past couple of months, posting on your Instagram, Grace and I are fine. You're all fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And then
Grace is there like,
start posting that she's evil and all of that. Like, how do you use critical thinking if the like narrative that you are putting online is making it seem like everything is fine between the two of you?
I know she just started therapy, and I wonder if this will like come out in therapy. Yeah, she mentioned it maybe in a TikTok or something. I can't remember. At least she said she did. Because I think that's like a big personality thing that when you do that a lot, you don't even realize you're doing it, and you got to get called out for that.
Yeah. Someone said, I've been a rider for you for years. Don't tell me to use critical thinking. And she said, well, if y'all only knew the truth, the internet is crazy.
But she's actually with AIM. Like, what are you doing, girl? Put the drink and the phone down.
Internet is crazy and not real. Okay.
The internet isn't real.
Okay, then leave it.
But like, I don't like when people say that. It's only not real when something isn't going in your favor. Yeah. It's like, well, it was real, I thought, when you and Zach were so happy. Like, it was real when you and Grace.
I don't know. I say I'm pretty real online. Like,
you are. I think you're the most real person ever. Like, Erin will not.
But like, I don't. And of course I make like silly little jabs from time to time, but like I also recognize that like it's essentially what we're doing now. Like, people can have their opinions on what they think happened, but like
could be
for my
wrong.
own sanity and well-being, like it's not worth it to like bring personal drama unless it's like something so terrible that I just like
have to get off your chest and like tell
or like actually like directly impacts my life and well-being in a way that I'm like, hey, beware of this person for whatever reason. But like that's never been an issue for me. Yeah. And like I'm like, I'd rather just keep my personal life separate and let you guys can keep thinking what you want, even if I would just love to set the record straight.
I know.
You know
and I know you would love to set the record straight on so
like,
many
at
things.
The end of the day, like it's not like whatever. But so it's like, I think the internet is every fucking situation like will have people just being like, oh my God, like what's going on with this? What's going on with this? What's going on with that?
And that's like the fun of the internet as well. But it's like,
But like, I'm not on the internet to be fake. Like, what do you mean the internet's not real? The internet.
I know. I think what Brianna's trying to say is like she, for years and like for good reason, people have been like, hey, I think you lied about this. I think you lied about this. Yeah. And I think to her, she's like, oh my gosh, everyone's just like berating me all the time. Like, this isn't real life. Like when I'm in real life, no one says that to me. So I think that's what she's referring to, but it doesn't come off.
Well, apparently they do because you just lost your best friend.
Yeah. I need to know what happened. I need to know, was Grace screaming at people? Because I don't think she was. And why would she say that? I need Grace's side. I need them on Red Table Talk.
Here is my thing. I wrote this little ditty. I said, even if Grace did do something like extremely fucked up, was so mean to Brianna, was so mean to the team, yelled at everybody, like calling your childhood best friend evil, amongst other things, to strangers on the internet is just like deplorable behavior, in my opinion.
I agree.
Think that her
Unless she killed her
doing
mom.
that, yeah, I think that her doing that, well, messaging all of these people, saying that she would never publicly bash Grace, then seemingly doing that is so manipulative, is so gross, and it just like really, really bothers me a lot. I don't like it at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucking sad.
You
Like,
know, it
that's
makes me
all
like really sad.
Yeah.
And again, don't know anyone's side. Like, have not heard from Grace. This is the only thing I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Like, maybe Grace is this horrible
Yeah, maybe
fucking
she
person.
is. We don't know.
But like,
I want to
why?
ask her. Should I ask her? Hey, are
Hey,
you horrible and yell
really
at people?
fucking terrible? You know, and like, you get new information every day. I'm
I
just
know.
saying, like, even if that is the case, like, I do not think that this is the way to go about it. I don't think it's right. I don't understand like the need for this kind of attention on like a friendship that you've had for so long.
Well, yeah, I think that's like the
All
benefit.
to just be like, I'm the good one here.
Yeah. Well, I sent you that clip. I saw one on like Reddit last night, and it was like an old, or maybe it was Twitter. It was like an old post of them or podcast
yeah.
clip, and it's Brie being like, "Everyone thinks you're the nice one, but you're actually
Yeah.
the evil one." So I'm like,
Yeah.
"What's going on here?" Like that was forever ago.
Yeah. I would just would like some clarification on like, what do you mean evil?
I know. I'm like, what did she do? Because it doesn't seem like y'all have even hung out in the past year, really. So
I know.
I don't know. But I think what you're saying, like obviously I agree with that. Like I would never want to like go online and be like, this person's evil, like that I've like been friends with for so long, unless they did something very evil, I
Yeah.
guess. But I think that's the benefit of like our age too. I think if maybe we had started this when we were 20 and we were only like 24, we might be like,
Yeah, but what is she, 24, 25
something
now?
like that. Yeah.
We kind of went through a situation
Yeah.
that like,
That's true. But I think a lot of why I didn't want to talk about it was my anxiety.
Yeah,
It
but
wasn't I wanted clout. It was not that she wants clout, but I'm just saying like she's also writing off of this like Zach Bryan breakup high.
Exactly.
So it's like, oh, what else can I do to like
yes.
do that? Which
That's the vibe it's giving to me.
Yeah.
It's like she is seeing how much positive attention she's getting from this, that it's like it's almost like, how can I turn another person into like another villain?
Yes.
Because I'm getting so much positive attention
That's how it
from
feels.
that already.
I'm just wondering if Dave will bring this up. I mean, he has to on BFFs. I feel like he will.
It's all over my TikTok.
He will. He will. He calls her out on stuff. Like he's not all about Brie all the time.
I don't know.
He does every time. Like he brought up the.
I guess I
fucking,
just don't watch it
like
enough.
STD thing of Zach when they were dating.
I
Like,
know,
he
but I
brought
feel like
that
now
up.
he like is having like a soft spot for her because
Maybe,
of
but
all
Grace is still working at Barstool. What's gonna happen at Barstool?
Well, Gia, who used to work on Plan Brie,
Is that who we met her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so nice.
and the other girl who was in Hannah, I think is her name, who was in Vancouver with Brie.
Yeah.
But Gia was lovely. She stopped working on the show. I don't remember
Forever
how long
ago,
ago,
yeah.
but I guess she did a TikTok live over the weekend and like kind of made like a little remark that insinuated she was like kicked off the show or something. So I'll be interested if like maybe she goes into detail now that this kind of shit is coming out.
I mean,
because she was also
everything
like,
comes to the light at some point.
yeah, she was like very much being like, I love Grace. Grace is amazing. Grace is so nice. So
Didn't seem like she yelled at her. Didn't seem like she was crying.
So curious.
No, it is
I just
so
feel like
interesting.
how embarrassing. If I was Brianna, I would be so embarrassed. I'd be like, oh my God, I can't believe this is all getting out there. However, like I do think that's what she wanted.
I do, yeah. It's so weird, like this specifically for us, because like we know them, but not like well enough
No.
to like really know what the truth is.
Yeah.
But like we know them well enough where I feel like we could be like, hey, what happened? Like we probably could get the
Yeah.
story, but like, I don't know. I don't want the story because I want to keep talking about it on here, and then if I know the real thing, I won't want
We
to say
won't talk.
it because it's like
Yeah.
I don't want to give out things that people don't want out there,
100%.
even if they're evil.
Yeah.
Even if you're evil.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was a wild time the last couple days with those DMs.
Well, I feel like, yeah, she's got to address it this week. Like, I would be so embarrassed if all of these these are, I'm sorry, these DMs are losery.
I know.
They're very losery. I don't like this behavior. And like me thinking,
If they're real.
yeah,
If they're real.
yeah, if they're real, that's true.
That's what I mean. Like,
Yeah,
they're loose.
Well, no, I'm agreeing.
Yeah.
Imagine they're not.
She calls us. She's like, "Hey guys, fuck."
I think if they weren't, she would have said something by now. Like, hey, all of these.
I think so too.
So that's why I'm like, oh God, like it just gives me a pit in my stomach. So I'm like, I couldn't imagine like DMing these things to people and then it getting exposed all over the internet and then having to like deal with that.
If I were her, I would just double down and be like, "Hey guys, these are all fake. Maybe use your comprehension skills.
Use some critical thinking."
Oh yeah, some critical thinking. The internet isn't real." She just uses the same language to say that those aren't real.
Yeah, it just feels so gaslighty.
It really does. And I don't want to be here being like, this influencer sucks. But it's just like truthfully down to like our bones. It's just like, this feels like strange. And like, what are you doing to your best friend?
Ick.
It's not like it was her and Alex Earl. Like if that were the case,
totally.
I'd be like, no, I get it. Whatever. They're influencers. Like, it happens.
They're
bickering.
Young.
Yeah, they're bickering. They're young. But this is like such a specific
It's like Sophia
thing.
and Hallie.
Literally, it's like entertainment purely. But this
Yes.
is like sad. 'Cause it's a
Yes.
It's like, it'd be like if you
This is like your
Sammy.
family. You, a month ago, were like, Grace will always be my family.
I know.
And now you're DMing fucking randos online.
Imagine
she's evil.
Imagine Sammy moved here with you to LA and you guys started a podcast.
No, it would be
and then she was like DMing people being like,
no, I can't imagine it.
Erin is evil.
I can't imagine it.
I'll do that when we break
I don't
up.
even do that to people I don't like.
Like, Erin is evil. You guys are
Yeah.
right. It's funny, we met a fan at emo night day and I forgot what she said, but I was like, look how mean Erin is, like just joking. And she's like, oh, Erin, I'd let you yell at me any day.
Oh, and then I was like, you ugly little bitch. I like said so. I don't remember. I was a little drunk, but like she was great. I loved her.
And I loved her
She's a little
too.
cutie.
I know. And then we met a girl named Sandra and she was so cute. I reposted a photo
Her
of
little
us.
outfit.
Her photo turned out so good. I was like, I'm sorry,
Stunning.
what photographer took this photo? I had to repost my
Matt.
story. It was? Yeah. No, but it was like the camera that I took it on, I think.
Oh, I didn't.
Maybe it was just our phone.
It was. I'm pretty sure it was her
Sorry,
iPhone.
so many photos were taken.
It was really funny. She went up to Matt. She's like, "Can you take my picture with these two girls?" And then for you, Gretchen Wieners.
Was dying.
So that's where we are right now with this. I'm very interested to see what's going to happen this week. Maybe we'll have an update. Like, when does that show come out?
I don't know. They either I think recorded on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Are they still doing it?
BFFs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Dave's there till like the end of the year.
Okay. So just a couple more weeks.
Hopefully. Imagine if they're like done for the year. I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed. There's no way.
I am so interested to see what happens. I just feel so sad for the two of them.
Same. And like, yeah, I don't know.
And it's
weird.
like also so sad that like on Grace's statement, she was like, the best part of this was like getting to be able to do it with my best friend.
I know.
And then
are they going to cross hallways at Barstool? Like what?
Well, maybe now that Brianna's back. I was going to say she's never fucking there anyway.
Well, she's there now. They're going to cross paths. It's going to be awkward as fuck. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. Who knows? Or maybe Grace will walk in yelling at
maybe
everyone.
It's all a bit.
A bit.
It's all a bit.
It's
and they're coming
pod.
back with a new show.
That'd be great. I'd fall for that. I fell for it.
God, I just like, oh my God, I can't believe she's messaging people this. It's so
I know.
insane.
I know. It's very
I wish it had
strange.
like the timestamps, like what time of day this was all happening at. Because I know she was like partying this weekend at Taylor Swift. So like maybe she had a couple drinks.
That's what
I was
feeling
a little confident.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, confident. Well, mean.
Well, yeah, no, confident in the like feeling a little cocky to share.
Yeah, like if the DMs were in the middle of the night or something.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been out in public before and drunk and ran into fans and then they're like, what's the tea?
That's so different though. That's like in the moment.
But I'm also not like,
I feel like I'm not like are still like
mean.
You're not like, they're all evil.
Yes.
They're yelling at everyone.
No, it just makes me like sad.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
So
I'm really curious.
Gonna just stay posted.
Yeah, we're recording our bonus tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
And then maybe we'll see. Maybe there'll be like I doubt it.
Oh my God, we're gonna have to pre-record though. And what if we miss stuff?
Oh no.
I think I have a microphone in Utah. I'm gonna have to.
Well,
in case.
When do you leave?
The 20th.
What day of the week is that?
A Friday.
Okay, so we have till next Friday.
Yes. So shit better come out before then.
I feel like it will. I mean, it's only Tuesday.
I know.
So I feel like by next pod, hopefully something will have happened. Don't give up yet. Stay with me.
And like Grace is just being radio silent.
I know. I wonder if she'll like come out and be like, okay, guys, this is what happened. If this is what the narrative wants to be.
Like, I would.
Yeah, I would too. Because it's like, at this point, fuck you.
I would just like, yeah.
But also, she might just be fucking sad. Like, who knows? Like, I might just like be sad and not want to say anything.
I'd be like, okay, even if you think that, like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Like, you couldn't, yeah. I need them both on Call Her Daddy. I need to know the tea.
Oh, it's really crazy though.
Which one's the asshole?
I just feel like, well, I guess I don't know. The situation is different because she was in like a emotionally abusive relationship, but with Zach. Because I'm like, you like lied to the internet for a very long time.
I know.
So I'm like, how do I know if I trust you?
No, I know.
But then I also understand the like, okay, I get why you did that because of your situation. But now I'm like, I don't know. You don't seem credible to me.
No. I'm waiting for Grace.
I know.
I need to hear what she has to say. I think
Two sides.
I think it's only fair, to hear both sides. I mean, I don't know if she will, but it seems like she is starting a podcast, so maybe she'll like briefly talk about something that we
Grace,
can at least
come on here.
Yeah, come on our podcast.
We'll have you on, Queen.
We'll have you both. I'd love for both to be on. All right.
Dang.
Well,
what a bummer.
Who's the asshole there?
What? I mean,
needs more info.
I don't need more info. Strictly take everything out of it. Asshole for outing this to strangers.
Oh,
I don't like it in
100%.
a way that you are like if she comes on and she's like, I really didn't think they would get out. I didn't mean for it. Like that would be the most cowardly way of just like not taking accountability for planting these seeds.
Yeah. That's what she's doing. She's planting seeds 100%. And she's being manipulative because she's like, they'll post it for sure because obviously they'll post it. Like they post everything that you like.
More people probably cared about what was going on with you and Grace than they did with you and Zach.
Literally. I do.
Yeah,
I care more.
Okay, we can move on.
All right. Am I the asshole?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I the ass? I still have some holiday ones, but I think that, you know, really is good for this season.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for regifting my boyfriend's Christmas present, a $1,300 laptop, to my sister?
Wow.
It might be different than what you think, though.
Oh.
Let me see. I, 23 female, love my boyfriend, 24 male, and have been dating him for about 2 years. He has always been really supportive, and our relationship is great. So when it came time for Christmas, I wanted to get him something really special. He has been complaining to me about his laptop for a while and has expressed the desire to upgrade to a newer model. I decided I would surprise him with a brand new laptop for Christmas. Okay, I will say that is like not a good gift for someone who, like, if you don't know like exactly what they want on a computer. Anyways. Do you know what I mean? Like if I had to get Nolan a computer, I'd be like, you're going to tell me all the requirements.
I don't know. If I was going to get a computer, I would just get whatever the newest model is.
Right.
So I'm assuming she's getting a MacBook.
Yeah. Well, I'll get into it because it's like has to do with it. I wanted to get him the best laptop I could. So for the weeks leading up to Christmas, when he'd complained about his laptop, I'd take these opportunities to casually ask him which laptop he liked, what he wanted in a new laptop, and so on. The main problem he had with his laptop was the speed. So I thought I would be getting him it would be fitting to get him the same model that he had, MacBook Pro, just the latest version. Now, I'm not a tech person. I don't know the first thing about RAM, SSD, etc. I just assumed a $1,300 laptop would be more than enough for his needs. You thought wrong. So I bought the laptop without doing any more research into it. Christmas Day came and I gave my boyfriend the laptop. He was so excited until he saw the specs. When he saw the laptop had 8 gig of RAM, he was really, really disappointed because he couldn't get his work done on a slow machine. He was adamant that he needed something with more RAM. This turned into a full-blown argument. I tried to explain to him that I had done my best and spent a lot of money on the laptop, so he should appreciate it, but he wasn't having it. He said he would rather return the laptop and get the one he wanted. At this point, I was really hurt and upset. I had gone out of my way to get him a really nice present, felt like he didn't appreciate it at all. Yes, I could return it and get him the one he wanted, but I had already spent a lot of money. The fact that he wasn't even willing to give it a chance made me really frustrated. So long story short, I decided to re-gift the laptop to my sister, 19 female. She's a college student and I know she could really use a laptop like this. I know it may sound selfish, but I didn't think it was fair that he didn't appreciate my gift, and I wanted to make sure this laptop went to someone that would actually appreciate it. My boyfriend is, to put it bluntly, pissed. He does not understand why I wouldn't just return and get him the one he wanted, and cannot believe I would do something so selfish when I know how much he needs a new laptop. I feel kind of bad, but at the same time, this wasn't cheap for me, and a little appreciation would have been nice. Am I the asshole?
Break up.
Break up?
She sucks.
Oh, she sucks.
She sucks.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it was a good point. He was like, oh, like, even if he was like, I'll use the money with this one and trade it in and do the difference of cost or whatever.
No, if it were me and it wasn't enough storage, because like I understand that because like I have to run this fucking multicam, so I need like good RAM, good gigabytes, 100%. Everything. And if someone gifted me one that wasn't big enough, I'd be like, oh my God, this is so great. I can exchange it and like just pay a little bit more for like a new one.
100%.
Sorry, there's like lawn mowing going on. It's so loud. All right, see you guys later. All right, it's kind of going away.
So many leaves.
Yeah.
It's true fall.
It's fall. It really is.
Yeah, I think that his points were valid. I think it was very nice of her to get that for him, but it's also very easy for her to be like, oh my God, I totally get it. Exchange it. The fact that she was like looking for recognition here gives me the biggest
red flag.
I hate when people do that. Like, if you are getting something for someone so nice, like, go into it being like, they might not necessarily need this or want this, and I am so fine with like the option of them returning it. And like,
I wonder if she like normally, like, she's a mentally sane, like, maybe normally she would have just been like, okay, let's go get you a better one, but she was so upset that he like wasn't so excited. He was like, well, fucking fine, I'm gonna give it to my sister then. Because in my brain, if I got like Nolan a gift and he was like, oh, this isn't enough, like whatever, if that were to happen, I'd be like, okay, my first thought wouldn't be to give it to someone else.
No, it's also like, okay, then you're going to complain about like spending a lot of money on already, but then you're just going to give it away to another person.
Yeah.
You're just spending $1,300 on your sister.
Yeah, like, come on.
Okay, money bags.
I know. Also so nice. Like, her sister's probably like, hell yeah. No, I'm 19 in college, got this
But like,
MacBook.
how much of it do you think was out of spite? To be like, fuck you.
89% of it.
Yeah. I do not like the way she handled this. I totally understand. Are those socks white originally?
What do you mean originally?
Like, are those socks supposed to be white?
I think. Why?
Okay.
What do they look like?
Like black. They're turning black.
What?
You probably just wash them with darts.
What do you mean they're turning black?
Like, they're like gray.
I guess. I've also had them forever, so.
Like, if I look at the color difference.
Oh, yeah.
I think you probably just wash them with like a dark color.
I just love wash everything together.
You wash your whites with your darks?
Sometimes.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm living on the edge.
That's crazy.
Nothing's ever happened except maybe the socks turning dark. Yeah, but like I've never
Nothing that you've noticed.
I've never like ruined a shirt or anything, you know. I usually will do whites, but like sometimes I'll just be like fucking whatever.
Whoa.
Yeah. One time I accidentally washed a shoe.
That's okay. You can do that.
It was just funny. I know, but it was like sometimes I'll just put my dirty clothes in a pile like in my closet instead of put it into a hamper, and I think there was like a shoe on the ground or something, so I just scooped everything and put it in the wash, and somehow it made it to the dryer, and then I just opened it. I was like, okay,
there you are, little shoe. Well, she sucks.
I agree.
I don't remember my thought. I got distracted and I just blurted it out.
It's fine.
Okay. Am I overreacting?
Ooh.
My wife wants to teach my kid to believe in Krampus, the German Christmas demon. She's from a small village in Germany close to the Austrian border where apparently this is normal. I, British, came home the other day to her showing her 2-year-old a video of Krampus, who looks something like the picture I've shared. It's this.
That is so scary.
Yeah. He looked a bit bewildered, and I know he could very well have night terrors. He gets scared of everything. I asked her why she felt the need to show him that, and she explained the tradition where if you are bad, Santa won't come and Krampus will get you instead and hit you or something.
And hit you.
Now I'm really ticked off. She says it's a tradition and that I will be grateful in the future when I can use it as a way to get the kids to behave. I flipped out at her and told her that was manipulation and child abuse. She said she was grateful for it as a child because it taught her to behave at an early age, and she kind of knew deep down it was not real. I just think this is the most effed up thing I have ever heard of. I'm so upset. I screenshotted this to do on the Good Influences episode, and I would have just like loved to hear everyone's take.
I know.
Because I feel like
you could still read it to see their takes.
Yeah. Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or Thursday, whatever. It's so tough because like that's her culture.
That's what I'm saying. That's what my brain went to. I was like, it just like is a cultural difference.
Yes, but also at the same time, it's like when you're this is like a parenting thing as well. That is like, okay, I don't want you showing our 2-year-old child
like this
a picture of this evil demon and telling him that you're going to get your ass beat by Krampus if you're not good.
I know, that's tough.
So I'm so conflicted here.
We do need to do this on Good Influences.
Yeah.
Because I think Mike and Matt will have very funny.
I agree too.
Because I'm like, okay, it's a cultural difference. Wait, where are they living?
It doesn't say.
So I guess...
But it's like, these are conversations parenting conversations you have to have.
Yeah, it's like talking about Santa or like the Easter Bunny. It's like, Krampus, what are we going to do?
Yeah, but I think that Krampus is specifically used to like scare kids into being like, he's going to come get your ass.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough because they did say the kid gets scared really easily. Yes. And so that's kind of sad.
That would scare I would be fucked up for life if my parents showed me that.
But imagine all the kids that just grow up there. It's just like a part of Christmas for them. So it's just like...
I don't think that they're living there though.
Okay, if they're living here, I feel like no.
I feel like it might be somewhere in Europe just because they're British.
Okay.
But she's from a small town in Germany. So
God, I don't know. I really don't know. I think it literally is a parenting thing.
Yeah, I don't think that you're overreacting.
I think it's a good argument.
Yeah. Here's what this will be my take. Okay. I don't think you're overreacting. I think that you're fair to be upset that your wife didn't have a conversation with you about this specific thing that she thinks is a good way to parent your kids.
Yes.
Because I think that like all parenting decisions should be made as like a team.
Yeah.
I think that I think that's where I'll stand.
It's so funny. It's like it's just like not like a huge deal in the scheme of things, but it like is kind of.
Yeah, because you're like, wait, you didn't talk to me about like, this is what we were going to do.
Yeah. But I think if I, like me right now, if I grew up with Krampus and like no one else did, I would feel so cool.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you guys didn't have Krampus?
Yeah. I'd be also like, maybe wait till your kid's a little bit older.
Yeah, that's like, maybe that could be a little.
How are you really punishing a toddler?
Yeah, maybe that's a good compromise. Like we'll introduce Krampus when he can
too late now.
when he can really be scared.
Yeah,
in a couple of years and he believes in demons.
Yeah, I don't know. It just feels so mean to do a little baby.
But they do it there. And it's kind of
but it's fucking Germany.
No, I know, but it's like I get what she means. She's like, I'm happy that I did it because it like shaped me a little bit to like. But there's other ways, obviously. But kids in America aren't the greatest, so.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But we don't know if they're in America.
No, yeah.
I just think that's something that needs to be discussed within the couple.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. It's interesting.
This will get like she's like, no, this is good for the future.
I feel like,
and we'll use it as a way to get the kids to behave. That is manipulation.
I feel like Matt's going to be like, no.
I think it's like
too scary.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I feel like we kind of talked about it with like the coal thing with Santa.
Oh yeah, we did.
Where it's like, I don't know what I don't think I could do. That's like fully a parenting decision.
Yeah.
You have to agree on whether or not, like, you will tell your kids if you're bad.
I know.
Santa will bring you coal.
It seems so fucked up.
Yeah.
My cousin got coal once and he has there's like 6 kids. I think he was the only one that got coal. He was the only boy in the family, makes sense.
What did he do?
I don't know. I was too young to know. I should ask, but.
Oh, comment below what you think.
Yeah, that's a tough one. What do you think Mike will say?
Because also it's like, think of like in other countries, some of their cultures are like, okay, I'm going to beat the shit out of my kid.
true.
You know?
And it's like, I grew up that way and I'm happy I did because now I'm, that's true.
So
that's true.
I think it's definitely like a difference of parenting
This is
that
just-
like you guys need to fully communicate on moving forward.
Yeah. It's so funny. I feel like I never heard of Krampus until like obviously I
movie.
heard the movies and stuff,
Yeah.
but I didn't know it was like an actual like part of Christmas for people until like a couple years ago.
I saw something that did someone send it to our group chat? Was it you who it was like the digging up of Saint Nick's tomb?
No, I did not see that.
It was like big day for Santa haters or something, Santa deniers. And then it was like a screenshot of them digging up what they believe to be like Saint Nicholas's tomb.
Remains, his tomb.
Yeah.
Oh my God, weird.
In Germany or wherever the fuck we said he was from.
Oh my God, weird.
I know.
So he's just dead.
We'll
Santa's
see.
dead in a
I'll have
grave.
to, I saw that last week. I'll have to see if anything more came from it.
We're gonna have another pandemic. We're gonna open his bones. We're gonna have a new pandemic.
Okay, I'm gonna piss my pants.
I have like a really bad headache.
Any more
I'm literally gonna
complaints?
fucking die.
Yeah.
Like I switched my pillow last night back to my flat pillow because I think the one I was using was like too high. I got one that's like really good for, it's supposed to be really good for neck support, but I think my body is too small to like fit it correctly.
Yeah,
like
too tiny.
Yeah, I'm just too
a
tiny. I'm
girl.
not blowing the wind. I'm so small. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for watching / listening. You can go pee if you want. I can do the little outro, exit. What am I trying to say here? We're filming a Patreon video this week, a bonus Patreon episode. So make sure to email us, onlyfriends696969@gmail.com. I'm sure we'll be pre-recording some too. So we'll need plenty of those. Any problems driving with family, friends, significant others, am I the assholes, am I overreacting, whatever. And we'll try to help. And usually this goes up on Patreon on Monday. We are recording Tuesday, so it is going up a little bit later, but that's okay. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for listening / watching, and we will see you next week. Bye.